Hey guys, got another one for you. Honestly, this message is for Coinbase. You guys, this is just getting old. You've got the same excuses constantly concerning your website going down. And so it's interesting. This morning I woke up, I looked at my phone, of course, and I had this message from Coinbase that actually stated, "Oh, hey, Bitcoin price had hit 70,000." I'm like, wow, this is great. I grabbed my phone, I opened up the app, and sure enough, it shows immediately the price had fallen. I started thinking, okay, who is selling? Like, if you've been in this space even a month, you understand that this price is going to be constantly going up. So I'm thinking, like, who is selling, like, to make this thing drop? And so maybe it's the traders, I give them some clout. And so, I don't want to discredit that there's some pretty heavy traders out there, right? And I know there's a bunch of bots and things that kind of, cause this price to go up and down. So with these two options, I started thinking kind of more so this morning. I was like, you know what? What if there's a third option? What if Coinbase has intentionally been setting the breakers to cause the price to go back down? And so to halt trading. And so similar to the stock market, you guys, I don't know if you're familiar with this. I do know the S&P 500, if they have an upswing, actually I jotted it down here. So the stock market, literally they halt trading when anything that's in excess of 7% up or down. What they'll do is they'll literally stop it for 15 minutes of trading. Like, they'll just stop trading. Like, oh, it's going too fast. And then they basically manipulate the price, right, by stopping trading. And then again, in that same period, if it goes up to 13%, another 15 minutes of trading. And then again, a third, if it goes up to 20%, the market closes for the day. How is not considered price manipulation? And so, in my opinion, I think that's exactly what Coinbase is doing right now. So, and if you think about it, who are Coinbase's two biggest customers? It's one, retail, which is you and I, right? You and I that want to be buying maybe dollar cost averaging, getting our Bitcoin daily or every 2 weeks as we get paid. And then the second customer, these are the new guys to the game, right? Which is basically the ETFs, right? It's BlackRock, it's Fidelity, it's VanEck, it's 21 Shares, it's ARK Invest, all of these new ETFs, guys. These are the new guys on the block. And the crazy thing is, now thinking it through, who's the bigger customer? It's no longer us anymore. We used to be the primary customer and, money maker for this company, but we're not anymore. It's now those big institutions. And so Coinbase, may say to people, oh, the network's down, it crashed again. And I'm sorry, I'm just not buying it anymore. You guys shouldn't either. And so they did the same exact thing, basically last bull market 4 years ago. And they've had 4 years to repair this, guys. And so I'm sorry, Coinbase has only grown in the last 4 years. Their stock, we know Cathie Wood has been buying it and selling it like crazy. This is the biggest cryptocurrency exchange in the United States. And so they've done nothing but grown since the last bull market. And so now, knowing that, this exact same excuse they gave us 4 years ago, oh, there was too many users and it crashed. So I'm sorry. In 4 years, you're telling me that you haven't updated your servers, you haven't purchased more software engineers, you haven't basically fixed the problem in 4 years. And so basically, going back to the original question, why would Coinbase be setting these breakers to halt and buy, selling, trading, right? And I think I know why. Again, all speculative. Are they manipulating? Probably. And the cool thing about this is there's actually a really simple solution, you guys. Don't sell. Don't sell under any circumstances. If you can avoid it and you don't need the money right now, again, you've bought Bitcoin as an investment. Remind yourself, you have purchased Bitcoin for your future generations. You've done it maybe for your kids' college or maybe to buy a home. Again, you do not want to be the pizza guy. We all know this story of this guy having, tens of thousands. I can't remember the exact number, but he sold, it was basically the first transaction, right? He bought 2 pizzas for so much Bitcoin. You do not want to let go of even 1 Bitcoin at 70 grand and then to see it run up or double, triple in price here in 6, 8, 9, no price predictions here, but it's going to be much higher. And so if they're going on CNBC, Tom Lee from Fundstrat, the manager there, he is like one of the most conservative investors. And this guy's like, oh yeah, it's easy, 150 at the end of the year. Like, this price is going to go so much higher. So the way to remedy this is don't sell. So it's just simply basically supply and demand, right? We know that the demand is insane. You guys, I just saw today, this morning, speaking of demand, overseas, last bull run, it was known as the kimchi premium. If you guys are interested, you could look it up. The kimchi premium states, like, let's just say Bitcoin is $50,000. Well, currently, they're having to pay $10,000 more for that same Bitcoin that costs 50 grand. And so these overseas, they're required to use certain exchanges. And so these exchanges know it. And so they basically price gouge. And so this entire thing right now, as of today, from what I understand, it's at $10,000 more in addition to the price. So again, let's just say even round numbers, if Bitcoin's $70,000 today, in these countries, they're having to pay 80 grand. And so it just shows you the demand is there. So demand is there. And as far as supply, the supply and demand seesaw, there is not a lot left. I don't know how else to say this, guys. There is not a lot left. And so I bring you these videos to keep educating and honestly to create these time capsules so we can look back and just, I don't want to ever be one of those guys that live with regret and not telling friends or family. And so I hope you guys are stacking. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Happy Friday. And I will be coming at you soon again with another one. You guys have an awesome day. Chat soon.